In this topic, I will compare the effectiveness of different business planning options. On the PHR exam program overview chart, we'll be addressing Functional Area 1 and covering business management, which is worth 20% of the exam. The second course in the series is business planning, which is highlighted in red. We'll address the decisions to be made when configuring the internal operations and aligning resources to meet the organization's goals and objectives. We'll take a look at the various stakeholders by their types and values to the business. A business's stakeholder is any person, group, or organization that influences or have an interest in the business's actions and decisions. They have different objectives and goals based on their diverse interest in the business. They each look to protect their own interests by ensuring their objectives have been met. Stakeholders and stakeholder groups come in a variety of forms and may or may not be actively involved in the business. We'll highlight them starting in the top left corner and making our way around. Owners. For a privately held business, the president, owner, or founder is a beneficiary of increased profitability. If the business is publicly traded, the shareholders are stakeholders because as the business's profitability increases, so does the value of its stock. Employees. Both management and subordinate staff directly influence the profits of the business since they're involved in the day-to-day operations. They're also interested in the business's survival and growth as their jobs also depend on it. Customers. They're also referred to as clients, and they help the businesses stay afloat by purchasing its offerings. Customers and clients want to achieve value for their money through acquisition of quality offerings, good customer care, and at fair prices. Moving to the top right corner and working down. Suppliers. They represent a variety of stakeholders in that they provide offerings to support the HR organization. When they've established a relationship, both businesses' survival and our success are intertwined. Community. A variety of stakeholders are grouped into this category with the common interest of the business's success depending on each other and the business's employees. In communities suffering from high unemployment rates, the primary stakeholders might be the unemployed or the underemployed workers who now have increased work opportunities. Indirect stakeholders are other businesses in the community who may rely on the business's employees to consume their offerings. Also part of community are competitors as stakeholders because their success or demise may attribute to the business's growth. Government. Its regulatory and supervisory role establishes them as a major player in any business environment. Various government functions ensure that all businesses abide by the existing legal provisions. The goal of HR is to improve the workforce's productivity so that it has a positive effect on the business's profitability. HR professionals will have different ways in which to satisfy internal and external stakeholder groups and must balance these priorities as they are both equally important. Internal stakeholders are individuals and groups within the business. The goal is to create values for line managers and employees by providing HR practices that are fully integrated and reinforce each other. HR practices should be vertically integrated with the business strategy to reap the benefits for the business success and in turn create value for the board of directors and owners. External stakeholders represent outside parties which affect or are affected by the business's activities. HR supports the business in creating value and help identify and access important information. Leveraging that information helps HR with the business to manage the resources to acquire the technical capability and social forms for deriving and applying competitive insights. Stakeholder value involves creating the optimal levels of return for all stakeholders of the business within three primary areas. High satisfaction, which will provide lower staff turnover, resulting in higher productivity and happy customers. Mutual interest, employees provide a service in exchange for payment, businesses provide an offering to make money, and suppliers buy from other businesses to build their own business. goodwill. Helping community also helps build the business's brand and employees' desire to work for responsible companies.